Hi there guys, my name is David, this is VivaLaAutomotive, and today's video is going to be from the Czech Parkyakary car meet. In the US, they have cars and coffee. In the UK, they have cars and cake. But here in the Czech Republic, we have parkyakary, which roughly translates to sausages and cars in English, and quite literally consists of people meeting together with their cars and eating sausages. I love it. And I don't want to spoil too much, but I'm pretty sure that from the drone shots you have already noticed that there was a ton of cars in attendance, with gems such as the Maserati MC12, the Ferrari F40, Porsche GT2 RS, Lamborghini Aventador 63 edition, Mercedes-Benz Amg Gtr Pro, and more. So keep on watching until the end of the video. This event was organized by a Czech online car magazine, Prodriver, so check them out in the description below. But that's enough of blabbing, let's get on with the video. Good morning guys, my name is David and you're watching VivaLaAutomotive, and today is quite a special video because we are on the outskirts of Prague, joining some other car owners, and we're going to move over to a different part of Czech Republic where we're going to hopefully track the cars and do some rolling races and stuff like that. An MC12 and a bunch of other cars, like 100 other cars, should be joining the pack, so hopefully it's going to be good. But before we head out, let me show you some of the cars that are parked up around here and do some washing and cleaning up before the event itself. So starting from this part of the parking lot, we have got a Bmw M8 competition in this sort of stealthy looking grey paint. There is a Porsche 911 GT3 finished in chalk, one of my favorite Porsche colors, and there was a 992 Turbo S parked up here just a few minutes earlier, but they already left, so this will be a pretty special combo. Moving on, we have got a Mercedes AMG GTR that I was talking about earlier, finished in the famous launch spec green. And then here we have the Mustang Bullet, which I came in and which I'll be driving for today. Then this Mercedes AMG GT63S, which has got 4 seats and sounds absolutely ridiculous. This little Mazda Miata over here looking stunning in the dark green, matching with the Bullet, and it's got a roll cage as well. So yeah, this is the lineup of cars for now, but I think we'll be soon heading out and going to the track itself. It's going to be around 45-minute drive. I hope the convoy is going to be good and it's going to be good fun. And yeah, so see you at the track. As you can see, there was great company on the short drive to the event. A Toyota GT83, Mansory Aston Martin Db9, the Bmw M8 competition, Ferrari 308 GTS, and a Mercedes AMG Gtr. Okay guys, so after a short drive, we have arrived here at the track / the airport, and the amount of cars here is just incredible. They are all around me. There could be like 200 cars from Japan, US, UK, all around the world. So let me walk you through some of the cars here. So let me start from this corner of the airport. We have got a Porsche 911 GTS next to a Porsche GT2 RS finished in Miami blue and with the Weissach pack. So it has got the visible carbon on the hood, as well as the mirrors, the roof, and the wing in the back. Then a chalk Porsche GT3, which I've seen already earlier in the morning. And as I said previously, I absolutely love this color on the 911. Then a Rothmans livery wrapped 911 and a 911 GT3 RS finished in the lizard green with the gold wheels, yellow calipers, and the Weissach pack as well. I don't really like the lizard green because I feel like it's a bit too common on the new GT3 RSs, but with the gold wheels, it looks stunning. Then continuing to the American section of the cars here, we have got this Dodge Challenger, finished in this pink with a white stripe. Bit of a questionable spec if you ask me, but then next to it is a Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat in this gray with the matte bonnet. The driver has got gloves on the dashboard as well. I love the wide fenders. There's another SRT Demon just here, this time in black with matte gray stripes. Another one in this sort of lizard green as well. I think they would be pretty nice match with the GT3 RS over there. And then continuing to the other part of the American section, we have got this BMW M2. I'm not sure it's an American car, but it has got carbon here on the front and a pretty cool number plate as well. But next to it is the newest Mustang GT Spider, finished in the orange. Pretty beautiful color if you ask me. Next to a GT350, next to some old Corvettes. This one is just such a nice car in this blue, light blue paint, looking great. But let me continue on. We have got this Mustang GT finished in red, next to two bullets. One of them is the European version, one of them is the American one. I came in the European one, and the American one, as you can see, it has got smaller wing mirrors as well as a bit different front. This one has got a bit more power as well. This one has got 480 horsepower, while this one only has 460. Then there is the Aston section over here, and this is the Aston Martin Db9, I think, which is parked up next to an Aston Martin Rapide. Then there is the old Vantage, a great value for money as well. Another Vantage, this time finished in red with silver calipers. The new DB11, finished in silver with this sort of yellow stripe. Then there's the Can-Am McLaren 650S. I think it's 1 out of 70, but I'm not entirely sure. It's got the whole front covered in carbon fiber, as well as the bonnet, as well as the mirrors, the whole interior. This car is pretty much just carbon fiber on wheels. And it's got 4 exhausts as well. Pretty cool. Next to the Can-Am McLaren, there's this Aston Martin Vanquish. I think this is year 2014, finished in this stunning blue with a blue interior as well. And look at the stitching inside. And I think this Aston Martin is one of my favorite looking ones. Even with the DB11 and the DBS Superleggera out now, this still looks absolutely epic in my opinion. Continuing on, and this is taking me forever to just go around all the cars. We're not even halfway through, but there's this Land Rover Defender, the old one next to the new one with this sort of weird stickers from the dealership. Not a big fan of those, and not a big fan of the new Defender as well. I mean, at least in comparison to the older one just looks so much better. Then there's this BMW finished in this sort of light shade of green, this sort of lime green. Not sure if I would order this specific color on this car. Bit too much for me, I think. But then next to it is the new BMW M8 Competition, finished in a bit more stealthy gray. And now I'm slowly but surely getting to all the more exciting stuff, to all the more limited stuff, if you will. Starting with this Mercedes-Benz Gtr Pro. This is the first one that I've seen, and I'm quite a big fan of the fact that this one doesn't have the usual sort of stripe along the bonnet over there. It's finished in this matte gray. So what would you think? What would you pick? Would you pick this AMG Gtr Pro or the new AMG GT Black Series? Let me know in the comments below. Over here we have got the AMG GTR, which we have seen in the morning and which we cruised past on the way here, next to a dark blue matte AMG GTC, the GTC standing for the fact that it's without roof. So this one is with the roof, this one without, and then just a bunch of other Mercedes-Benz cars. And finishing up, we have got this lineup of Lamborghinis and Ferraris, starting with this Lamborghini Aventador SVJ, a car introduced in 2018, and this is the very special 63 edition, or I don't know how it's called exactly, but it's got a huge number 63 on the bonnet. I think it's only limited to 63 cars, I guess. Then next to it is the Lamborghini Huracan Performante, finished in this matte orange with bronze wheels, black interior, and matching orange stitching in the interior as well. And then we have got a whole bunch of Ferraris, starting with this 488 GTB with matching red interior, and quite interestingly, the prancing horses on the seats are yellow. But then we've got this Rosso Corsa 812 Superfast, and it's got this white line as well, which I think looks pretty interesting. I mean, it's subtle but pretty good looking. And then of course it's got the TDF wheels, a big fan of those, and exterior carbon fiber. That's always a good option, always the option to take. Alright, so I'm now sitting inside the car thanks to the very kind owner. So here you can see the name of the car, 812 Superfast, with the seat. As you can see here, there's white stitching in the middle and on the side. Yeah, looks pretty incredible with this carbon fiber over here. These air vents, which I think look absolutely beautiful. You can sort of maneuver them around. And yeah, this is the 812 Superfast. Then here we have got the interior of the Ferrari 456 MGT. And as you can see, it has got the open manual gearbox, which looks absolutely beautiful, and it's a pretty valuable option on the older Ferraris, because Ferraris, the modern ones, don't come with manual anymore. So that's that. So here under the bonnet you can see the chassis number of this car, as well as the huge red Ferrari V12. It's a 6.5 liter V12 producing 800 horsepower. And then next to the 812, once again the Ferrari 456, this engine over here, bit different. Here you can see the age difference between these two cars, the modern 812 over there, the bit older 456. Now we're getting to the cream of the crop, to the best of the show, because we are getting to the more limited Ferraris and more limited cars in general. So we have got this Ferrari 488 Pista with this stripe and the carbon fiber on the front as well as on the wheels. This is a pretty expensive option, quite rare to see, because most owners are too scared to configure the wheels in carbon fiber because they're scared they would curb the wheels. But this is really unique. And then next to it is another 488 Pista, finished in triple layer yellow, I think. Not entirely sure, don't quote me on that. But once again, it's got the carbon fiber on the front and a black interior with yellow stitching and carbon fiber everywhere. Even the engine is covered in carbon fiber. And look at the number plate as well. I didn't notice that at first. 488 Pista. And here we are getting to the two stars of the show. As you can see, there's a huge crowd of people surrounding these two cars because they're probably the most special cars at the show here. So there is the 1987 Ferrari F40. I don't know how many of them there are in Czech Republic, but I'm pretty sure there's not a lot of them. I think a total of 1,337 of these cars were made. And yeah, it's just one of the most famous Ferraris ever, with this huge wing, this plastic covering the engine bay. And then next to it is perhaps an even more special car, the Maserati MC12. It has got the same internals as the Ferrari Enzo, however it is only limited to 50 cars and looks even crazier or even more track focused than the Enzo, with this huge rear wing, and it's a pretty lengthy car as well. I've seen one of these in the garages of Monaco, but seeing one of these here in the Czech Republic, that's a pretty special thing. Now there's a bit less people over here, so let me get a bit closer to the MC12 and the interior, which is also finished in this dark blue. Pretty much all of the MC12s were finished in the exact same spec with this white and blue combination. But as you can see, there's carbon fiber on the wheel, these aluminum panels. You wouldn't really say that this car is already like 15 years old. And then here, getting a bit closer look at the Ferrari F40. Fun fact, there's this Ferrari F40 logo on this side of the wing, but on the other side, this logo is missing. And the reason for that is because Enzo Ferrari allegedly wanted the F sort of pointing forwards, and so it couldn't be on the other side. You can see these red seats finished in mesh and in carbon fiber, but you can see the yellowing which is sort of present on the older cars with carbon fiber. And then there is of course the manual transmission, quite stripped out steering wheel and interior. There's no buttons on the wheel, no airbags, no nothing. You know, this car is as light as possible and as track focused as possible. So this is pretty much all of the cars that are here at the show. It took me over half an hour to just walk you through all of these cars, and to be honest, I'm pretty exhausted just by walking around and talking about all of these cars. But now I'm going to go and do some slow motion shots, and then hopefully we're going to be able to get on the track and do a bit of, you know, racing around the track, or not necessarily racing, but just driving around the track. After filming for 4 hours straight in the scorching sun, I had to get myself a sausage and 2 liters of drinks to recharge my battery a bit. But since this video is already way too long, I have decided to cut it up into 3 shorter ones. So if you'd like to see a Ferrari Formula car doing donuts, Dodge Challenger SRTs battling it out on the runway, or just more fun stuff, subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you don't miss any of these videos. If you've made it this far in the video, I applaud you, and as a little bonus, here you have a Ferrari F40 leaving the party from the perspective of a drone. We left the event at around 6 PM, but before leaving, of course I had to get a few shots of the Mustang Bullet and the matching Mazda MX-5 on the runway. And that is everything for the parkyakary meet. I hope that you enjoyed the video. I hope that you enjoyed the F40, the 1 out of $53 million Maserati MC12, the Formula 3 driving on the runway over there, and just, you know, loads of the cars, the GT2 RS. I hope that you enjoyed it all. If you did, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more automotive content every week. And as always, hopefully, see you next time. Oh yeah, and on our way back to Prague, we have spotted the Porsche 911 Speedster, 1 out of 1,948 in this beautiful shade of light blue. Thanks to the Prodriver Magazine for organizing the best car meet in the Czech Republic.